Yo, welcome back to another video, guys. I've been a little light on the uploads lately because I missed locals. I had to work, so didn't have too much to upload, but I got another one coming up this Wednesday, so we're gonna get some more videos out there. Right off the bat, you see the player on the right. He's gonna open up with Saphira. There's a pretty hard glare right there, but I mean, through the actions that he's doing, you can pretty much tell what he's activating. So Saphira, dump field spell, or not field spell, ritual spell. Add this Ravis, normal summon low, place barrier, and then Saphira effects. True beat low, summon Skull Guardian. Chainlink 1 Skull Guardian, Chainlink 2 low. So low's gonna get special to the field, then Skull Guardian's gonna search another Ravis. Typically people only play 2, so I know 2 of the cards in his hand right now. I'm just asking if he already searched with low, and what he searched. So thinking about his next plays right here. Typically what you want to see is, as the voiceless voice player, you want to get the full setup. I mean, Skull Guardian low, barrier, and the trap. So he's gonna ritual summon a Ravis, pitching the other one. Going into a Dino Mundo. And then passing the turn over. You can see I draw a nib for turn. Pretty unfortunate, but you know, as it goes. Draw phase is going to Dino Mundo effect, tribute itself, summon the Skull Guardian, and then low is going to trigger to activate, trigger to summon. So, summon, activates effect, place the trap. I try to impermanent, but barrier, you can't target light monsters for effects. The card's really, really annoying, but, you know, pretty solid. So it's going to place the trap. I'm gonna go into main phase, activate the Purrely field spell. So this is gonna really help with getting around that, getting around the trap. Because any Purrely monster that's special summoned can't be targeted by card effects. Gonna activate Pretty Memory, both gain 1,000. I'm probably gonna pitch the nib here because it's not gonna do anything. Even on his second turn, it's not gonna do anything. So really just want to get that out of the hand. Both gain 1,000. Then I'm gonna special summon. This tournament it's one of the first tournaments that I played with Purrely. This is actually it's either round 2 or 3. My first round was absolutely horrendous. So I still won it, but it was definitely not the best. So I'm probably not gonna showcase that match at all. I have it, you know, maybe if I really wanna upload it, then I will, but. So I'm special summoning Purrely here, activating the effect. He's gonna Ash Blossom it. Honestly, I think the better play probably would have just been to activate Skull Guardian effect to negate it, because I mean, realistically, he's gonna negate the effect to rank up anyways. So activating the effect to rank up, targeting the Pretty Memory engrave. Now, if he would have just negated this with Skull Guardian and destroyed it, then he wouldn't have had to burn his Ash Blossom. Activating Sleepy Memory, pitching the Imperm. Summoning the regular Purrely. And then activating the effect. Finding the Delicious off the top, which is pretty, I mean, it's a really good top deck. Activating I believe I'm gonna activate the effect of Lily. So I have a Happy and a Delicious in hand. And it's gonna go through. Ravis isn't going to be able to stop or negate the summon of that XYZ. So summoning a plump. And right here I realized I probably should have summoned that into attack because I'm going to attach the 2 Purrely cards from grave to my monster, and I'm going to take the barrier. I'm going to tribute a card. So I'm going to set and tribute a card to take the barrier, and that's where I realized I could have just put him in an attack and then attacked the low and then went into a Zeus. But you know, now that I'm thinking of it, Saravis would have stopped the Zeus anyway, so I should just scoop it up here, honestly, go to a game 2, because this is it. You know, at this point it's pretty much unwinnable. So it looks like I tributed to take the trap, which I don't know why I was trying to play around the trap. There was no point because you know, none of my monsters can be targeted, so I'm just gonna scoop it up. Realizing my misplay, we're gonna head right into a game number 2. Hands are drawn, and I'm gonna start off with the Sleepy Memory. I imagine I'm doing this in the draw phase to play around Joel, Valor. Does not play around Imperm though, so Lily's going to get Impermed, and I'm gonna go into main phase, normal summon the Purrely. I'm gonna ask him to cut, reveal the top 3. So finding a My Friend off the top, which is an insane top deck. And then I'm gonna activate it, pay 5. You can see I have a summon limit in my hand. I'm not super familiar with the Voiceless strategy, and I honestly didn't have too many things to side into. So summon limit's a terrible choice, but I didn't know that, so I threw those in there. I can't remember exactly what I took out. I know I took out nibs, and well, you see 1 nib in because I think I'm playing cross out, so I kept 1 in for the cross outs because I didn't want him to nib me. Now that I have a little bit more, so this match was like a week ago, and I've gotten a lot more experience with Purrely since then. Honestly, I don't think the deck really cares if you get nibbed, so I'm also going to take the crossouts out of the deck because that card it just doesn't do enough. Like, the only thing that really hurts is Droll. Anything other than that, I don't think the deck can play through, honestly. So activating the Purrely effect, going into the Little Noir, then activating Pretty Memory and chaining the Noir. So setting the trap. And then going into a Link Karibo and setting my summon limit. So during the standby phase, I'm going to activate the Noir effect to draw, and then ranking it up into the Big Noir, and then drawing again. Goes standby main, goes into battle, activates the Evenly. He's gonna banish, or I'm gonna banish everything but the Big Noir. Really sucks, but you know, not a whole lot you can really do about that. So it's not like losing the Link Karibo and summon limit was really a big deal, but overall pretty annoying. Losing the My Friend was honestly the worst. And then right here, I mean, he starts the pre-prep, I go Ash, he goes Call By. There's literally nothing you can do there. I was reading Noir and I read Call By because I didn't know if I could shuffle my Ash back and dodge the Call By. If I could, that would have been a sick play, but Noir only shuffles your opponent's cards. So he adds a Saravis and adds the ritual spell, and then pitches the Saphira. So I mean, his hand's absolutely insane right now. Don't imagine he's really gonna lose this one. Right here, I'm just considering the option of shuffling back to Saphira. And I think I know 3 of the cards in his hand. I know the Ritual Spell, Saravis, and Skull Guardian. So he's got one unknown. I probably should have shuffled back the Saphira, so then he would have had a ritual spell and used the Cerevis and Skull Guardian from his hand, leaving him one card in hand. But it's one of those things where, you know, I only know looking back on it. So I'm gonna activate Noir effect, shuffle back the low, but he's just gonna add it with the Skull Guardian, and then normal summon. Right here, I'm really in a losing position. I have one card in hand. I have a top deck, nothing in grave that really activates. So definitely in a really bad position here. And I can't really target anything on his field because he has a Cerevis in hand. So special summon low, or normal summon low, and then placing the barrier. Barrier effect is going to get him a search from the deck. It's going to get the trap. And I mean, from right here, he's pretty set up. There's not a whole lot left that he needs. I mean, he can go for a Cerevis, the regular Cerevis, not the ritual, but you know, even then, I don't think he really needs that. Draw phase, he's just gonna flip it face up. And I'm considering if there's any way to win from here, but I really don't think there is. I think the only way would have been to draw my friend. Activating Noir, attempting to put back one of his, either the continuous spell or continuous trap. I'm not sure which one I targeted, but he's gonna negate it with the Skull Guardian. I'm gonna normal summon the Lily, activate the effect to search. He's gonna let that go through. The only thing I can imagine myself getting here is my friend Purrely. Because the field spell and the trap aren't going to do anything. I just use my normal summon, so adding a regular Purrely isn't going to do anything. Now, all he has left, really, as far as I know, for interruption, is the trap effect to pop. If that last card in my hand were a happy memory, instead of, I think it's pretty memory. If it were a happy instead, that would be absolutely insane, but unfortunately it's not. If it were a happy memory, I could activate the happy, or I could activate the my friend, and then if he activates the effect to pop, I could just protect it with happy, but it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna rank up into a beauty. I'm right here. What I was just hoping is that he would negate the Purrely effect. So then I could have just activated the my friend, but it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna activate the beauty, or activate the pretty memory, chain beauty to attach. Change the battle position of the Skull Guardian, attack into it. I'm gonna go into a Zeus here. But it's just the Zeus really isn't gonna do a whole lot because he has the he has the ritual spell Engrave, so if I clear his board, then he gets to summon a ritual from grave, and he gets to summon the low back. So then he literally, all I do is really just get rid of the barrier, which doesn't matter at all. And then since the Zeus only has 4 materials, he can let that one go through, and then just negate the next one. Like I'm pretty much checkmated right here. There's no way I can win. I have no cards in hand, nothing engraved. So he's gonna add a sphere from deck to hand. I'm assuming that was with the barrier effect. I think he's just thinking of what he can do here to finish me off. So switches it to attack. And then battle phase, I'm gonna activate Zeus. He's gonna negate. I chain the Zeus effect. The Zeus should be gone because the first activation was negated and should be destroyed. But you know, either way, I'm gonna activate the my Purrely Elite Engrave, shuffling back some monsters, giving me a better top deck. But you know, this game is pretty much over here. So seeing that now, I'm gonna scoop it up. That's gonna be all for this game. Appreciate you guys for sticking to the end, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.